Back in the day, a manufacturer would take a sports bike and they'd say, oh, we need to make a naked out of this. So there was the R1 and then there was the FZ1, and it was called the Phaser and FZ1 dependent. And they would always do the same thing. They would take the engine, then they would detune the engine, then they would soften the suspension, give it a taller handlebar, and say, this is our naked.
Right.
Then Aprilia created the RSV 1000, which was their first motorcycle of this class. And when they did the Tuono, the big story was they didn't do anything but change the handlebar. So there was a different top fairing. It was called the VR1000 Tuono. It had a top fairing, it had a handlebar, and they didn't bother to tune the suspension, they didn't bother to tune the engine. Tuono.
I see. Yes.
Yeah, and it created a very naughty motorcycle, right? Because the weight that you'd normally get on the front on the RS, on the Mille, because of the fairing, etc., it just wasn't there on the Tuono. And it was powerful, and it was at that point a huge machine compared to its peers. It was a big motorcycle. And it was a big, naughty motorcycle that would lift its front wheel in inappropriate places and stuff. And it created a legend. And today, I don't know, 17 years later, the Tuono is still one of those beautiful, naughty motorcycles that can do a lot of stuff today. But when you provoke it, there's anger in here. What I like about the Tuono 457 is some of those elements have translated literally one for one to this small motorcycle.